This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Oh, yeah, grooving into your Monday. I'm feeling pretty good for a Monday, actually.
Yeah, you look fresh.
Thank you.
Did you stick to our promise of you relaxing?
I did. Well, wouldn't be your sort of relaxing.
Okay.
But I helped my son, my 12-year-old, clear out his room.
Good.
And so I got 5 bags out of there. That feels so good. It's like going to the toilet in a good way.
Isn't it?
You know what I mean? It's that same satisfying feeling.
The clean out.
And then Saturday night, officially on the Matildas bandwagon. I'm not the only one. It was all over Instagram. It was very difficult to avoid it or not get swept away in the magic.
I know. I'm with you. I got on board as well. I feel guilty that it took me so long, but I was at the pub with mates Saturday night and you could not get around it and get excited.
That's it. And that's the point. Are you newly on the Matildas bandwagon? You know, if this had happened to a different team or in a different code, I wouldn't be interested, but I'm all aboard it now.
Yes.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
All over this beautiful nation on Saturday night, everyone was holding their breath in that unbelievable penalty, I want to say shootout.
Yeah, I think you're dead right, Swanee.
The Matildas were triumphant and everyone's on the bandwagon, including me and including you, Jack.
I know, finally. So, are you now on the bandwagon?
Chrissie's Say G'day.
Where were you watching from, Jack?
The Mount Erica, my local pub, and it went off.
It's exciting.
It was.
Reminded me of, you're too young for this, but when we won the America's Cup, when Australia won the America's Cup, it felt like a whole new dawning of joy and positivity and optimism, and I feel like there was a little injection of that.
I agree.
Louise, are you officially on the bandwagon?
Absolutely, Chrissie. Officially on the bandwagon as of Saturday night.
Where were you?
At the MCG.
You were at the MCG.
I was at the MCG. Husband's a Demon supporter. I'm a Carlton supporter, and we didn't really watch the start of the game because we were too busy watching the rest of the shootout on our phone.
Wow.
I was wondering about that, Louise, because Swanee, we went to the pub to watch the footy, but obviously it went overtime to get the match, the soccer match.
Right.
Was everyone just looking at their phones, Louise? Was anyone actually watching the first quarter of the footy?
I don't think they were. They had their television sort of like at the back of the stadium because it was on the big screen until the match started, until the AFL started.
How
yeah,
cool.
the screens at the back and everyone was watching their phones. There was a big boo, obviously, once they turned off the broadcast. But
yeah. And then I'm sure a voiceover came over to say, just a friendly reminder, you're here to watch this code. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Louise. Thank you so much for saying g'day. Catherine.
Yes, hello, Chrissie.
Good.
Hi, Jack.
Hey, Kath.
Are you officially on the bandwagon?
Oh, I have jumped on with 2 feet. I am so excited. We watched it down at our local RSL, just last minute, and, it was just unbelievable. Reminded me very much of Kathy Freeman's race,
Yes.
the energy in the room. Just love it. But also I managed to find 6 hours yesterday to binge watch the Disney program about sort of their preparation for the World Cup, and it's just made it all that much more emotional.
That sounds great.
They have to win.
So it's on Disney Plus, is it? Because everyone will be asking me what it is.
Sorry.
What's it called?
It's called Matildas, The World at Their Feet.
The World at Their Feet on Disney Plus. What a great recommendation. Thanks, Kath. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. And let's finish with Megan.
Hey, Chrissie. Hey, Jack.
Hey, Meeks.
Megs, you have never watched soccer before, but on Saturday night you were right on the bandwagon.
I was right in it. We were over at Friends for dinner, and their 9-year-old daughter, Stella, was so into it. I was about half a bottle of wine in, and she's on the couch, and off I go to the couch to sit with her. And it was amazing. So I even know everyone's name now. I was so excited.
Oh,
it was
Megan.
nerve-wracking, though. I couldn't watch. There was a couple of times I had to hide behind the cushion in the penalty shootout because it was so intense. But it was amazing.
The suspense was enormous.
Yes. But very excited now. So I'm consuming everything about the Matildas, and I feel a bit guilty now that I'm lastminute.com into the thing. But I think there's a lot of Australians that are now absolutely behind. And the fact that New South Wales are going to give a holiday if we win.
I
Where's Melbourne's
know.
holiday?
Well, do you think that'll come off?
Oh, well, we've got to have an incentive. But I tell you what, a day off. I might go to Sydney that day to get the day off if they win.
Good on you,
Very
Megan.
exciting.
Good
Very
on you.
exciting.
Love it, love it. You've got a Priceline Pharmacy voucher headed your way. It's a Chrissie Swan show on Nova.
I want to have a bottle of wine with Meeks.
Yeah, well, she had a half the bottle, just to clarify.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Who doesn't love paying less for their favourite beauty brands? Love paying less for glowing skin or love paying less for feeling better? Find great prices on everything you love only at Priceline Pharmacy.
Shop in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
I'm excited because this week I'm hosting their Sisterhood charity function on Wednesday night, Thursday night. I should check because it's like me to turn up too early.
Is this the one with the comedian?
Yes, it's
Great.
called Stand Up for the Sisterhood, and I'm very excited. Of course, that prize has been won. I was almost late on the weekend to a screening of the Barbie movie. Yes, I've already seen it. I saw it with my daughter and beautiful listeners of the Chrissie Swan Show. But ever since Peg saw it, she just wanted to see it again. And I thought, yeah, stuff it.
I get it.
Absolutely. So we did go and see it again. And it's very unlike me to see a movie twice. And it's even more unlike Peg to see a movie twice because she's only 10, just turned 10. Attention span, not great.
Correct. She does a 13-second TikTok video and then done.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. But she sat absolutely glued for the entire movie. I couldn't believe it. And she wants to see it again. Gorgeous little piece of trivia out overnight. Greta Gerwig, the director. It was her birthday and she was in a Pilates class. And Ryan Gosling, who plays Ken in the movie, surprised her with a flash mob of 20 Kens. Have a listen. And the guys just come in one after the other dressed as Ken. Gorgeous.
You can hear her blabbering in the
You
background.
hear her blabbering. But what excited me about that is it reminded me of like being at school in a really boring class or in PE. That wasn't my favourite. And then you'd hear over the loudspeaker, could Chrissie Swan please come to reception? And you're like, great, I'm out of it. Because I'm looking at her in the Pilates class. Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah,
Even though it's good for you and it makes you feel good, nobody wants to do that. Imagine her delight when 20 Kens came in.
The best.
And she had to skip out on her class. But a miracle happened on Saturday. And I don't know if this is going to make you squirm or impress you.
Oh, no, what? Did you do something?
Yeah, of course I did something. And I went to the movies, waiting at the candy bar. Peg says, I'm going to go to the toilet now because we were right on, we were late. Few minutes late because I stopped and bought an amazing sun hat on the way down. Anyway.
Priorities.
We get there. We split up. Peg goes, I'm going to go to the toilet. While I'm at the toilet, can you get me popcorn and a Coke? I went, yeah, sure. Because I'm raising my kids differently to how I was raised, which was absolutely nothing from the candy bar ever. So I'm there waiting in the queue and there's this gorgeous elderly couple in front of me and they're out together and I'm just so fascinated by married couples that are old and that have gone the distance.
That have made it that
I know,
far.
it's so gorgeous. Anyway, he presented a printed voucher for a movie and then he's like, we'll have the Choc Tops, please. And the guy behind the candy bar said, well, actually, this is 2 tickets, 2 Choc Tops, 2 drinks and a large popcorn. And the older man is saying, no, he was old too, they would have been 70s. No, I just want the Choc Top. I don't want the popcorn, don't want the Coke. And I'm like, that's my order.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Anyway, they had a bit of toing and froing because the candy bar guy couldn't understand why he didn't want it. He goes, I just want the Choc Top. And his wife's like, I just want the Choc Top too. And the guy's like, so you understand that that's it? You're just going to get the Choc Top? Yes. And then I said, excuse me, I'll have your popcorn and drink. That's exactly the order that my daughter placed before she went to the toilet. Well, you've never seen 3 more delighted people with the exchange. They were so happy to give me the popcorn and the drinks. I got myself a water, got Peg her Coke. It was a really big popcorn. It was bigger than I would have bought. And they got their chops. And it was just a cinema miracle.
We love that. And that also would have pleased the guy behind the counter who was not understanding that they didn't want their freebie.
And I saved about $240.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissie Swan's Who Am I?
Do I count as a queen in the kitchen? I feel that I do.
I think you do. I think your experience on MasterChef will have brought that into question. But still, I will still classify you a queen.
In case you're wondering what Jackie's talking about, yes, I was the very first person voted off Celebrity MasterChef, thereby breaking everybody's heart. I need to warn you that one day this week, I can't remember which one, I am showing you the behind-the-scenes action of a chocolate and vanilla cheesecake that I made with the Queen recipe.
Yum.
That's all I have to tell you.
Do you get to bring some in?
It's long gone.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's in my guts. Hey, Beck, how are you?
Good, Chrissie, and you?
Have you ever made like a swirly marble cheesecake?
No, I have not.
I'm going to tell you how to do it this week on my Instagram account. You can't believe how impressive and easy it is.
Sounds good.
Let's give you some cash, Beck.
Awesome, thank you.
I've got 5 clues here about a particular celeb, and I've also got $500 cash, which I just mentioned. Thanks to Queen Baking, but for each incorrect guess you make, I'm going to take away $100, or more correctly, Jack is. And
Okay.
you've got 5 seconds, all right?
Awesome, thank you.
Clue number 1. You may know me as my character, Nina. Oh, I would get this wrong.
Saying I know who I thought of straight away.
Me
as
too.
Did you?
Yep.
I don't know.
Who did you think of? I thought of Asha Ketty.
Asha Ketty, yeah.
Okay, it's not Asha Ketty. Clue number 2. In the early 2000s, I dated Mark Philippoussis, also charmingly referred to as the Pooh.
This is a good clue.
I tell you what, I will... Yep.
Yeah, Delta Goodrum.
Yes.
We're going to give you $400 cash back for that.
Oh, woohoo!
Can we just
Thank you.
enjoy this song for a minute?
Yes.
Yes. Sing it, Delta, and believe in love. Yes. Just a little thing about Mark Philippoussis. I'll never forget it. Years and years ago, I'll try and Google the images. He invited a magazine into his house, Beck. Stop me if you know where this is going. And he did a big spread on his interiors of his home. I think he's got a place in Williamstown, or did back then. It looked like something from Liberace in Vegas in the 70s. And I've never forgotten it. Was just animal print everywhere and like big jaguars with jeweled eyes.
We need to find that in this ad break right
We
now.
must find it.
$400 for you, Beck. Enjoy your day.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
Exciting news. Pink has announced a few things, but the one I'm most interested in is who her support is going to be for this tour. And it is the one and only Tones and I.
Great choice.
A great choice.
Frankston's very own.
I remember back in the day, the backup, like the support act, was never any good. Never a big name. You never went to see them. I love this new trend of the support act being as talented as the headline act.
Good like bang for buck as well, because people would buy tickets to see Tones and I on her own. So getting to see Pink and Tones is pretty sick.
I know. And it gets everybody in there nice and early.
Yep.
Very, very exciting. And she's going to be across the full tour. Not just a few cities, the full tour. And I may or may not have some tickets to see her and Pink in the bum bag coming up after 3 o'clock in Chrissie's Quizzy.
Very exciting.
It is very, very exciting. Let's move on to Drake, your favourite.
I love him.
So you like your hall pass, in a way.
But I don't have a partner.
Oh, yeah, I don't need a hall pass.
Do you want to Google the definition of hall pass for you?
No.
But
I don't want anything else to confirm my lady madness.
Yes, I do. I love Drake. I feel like you've gone off Drake a bit.
Yeah, why have I?
I don't know.
He did something to put me off.
I forget what it was.
Can't remember what it was. I can't remember. But he has played some shows in Los Angeles. It's his second home. He feels very, very strongly for the people of LA, and he did not like it when his technical team told him that there were some problems that probably would mean that the show would have to be cancelled. And he said, absolutely not. It is going ahead. Make it work.
And did they make it work?
And they did.
See, this is where you just got to put your foot down and be firm.
Well, it makes me think, why are they freaking him out by going, sorry, probably going to be cancelled? Like, come on. Also, he didn't want to talk about buzzies because last time we spoke about Drake, he caught a bra, a full-figured bra. It was a big cup.
A G.
Good buzzy size as I grabbed mine. And he politely requested the audience do not discuss titties because of a very special guest who was in the audience.
Hey, look, be honest with you. I can't talk about titties tonight in LA. Because my son is at the show for the first time ever. So
yes.
Real PG tonight, y'all. Keep your bras on.
Keep your bras on. I think that's good advice for everybody.
This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Hey, surprise, I'm killing it with my Fred's Big Run.
How many Ks are you
I
at?
reckon I'm at about 155.
Oh, so you're well ahead.
Well ahead, and it's not halfway yet. Please get behind me. Google Chrissie Swan, Fred's Big Run, and you'll find out all the information, or hit us up on Instagram. Very exciting. We have lured our favourite doctor ever, Dr Preeya, into the studio. Don't tell her, but we want her to be a regular. If you've been waking up with a headache and you're sure that there is something untoward going on, we are going to ask her what could it be. As part of our inaugural Medical Monday, don't tell her that we've tricked her into coming into a regular segment. But next, listen to this. What is it?
It's your bum bag.
It's my bum bag, and what's in it? Pink tickets.
No.
I am looking for a die-hard Pink fan. I know that there are many. All the questions are about Pink. If you want to go to a concert and win a bum bag, could be you.
Pink is bringing her summer carnival tour to Australia with special guest Tones and I. A fourth show has now been added in Melbourne, and tickets are on sale this Friday at midday. Visit livenation.com.au.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Have you got anything weird that you were born with, Jack?
No.
Apart from an engaging personality and
thank you, Swanee.
endless charm.
Not just big ears.
Me too.
Just big ears.
Mine is 7.5 centimetres big, which is very large.
I want to measure mine.
Yeah, from tip to lobe. Yeah.
I had an appointment to have them pinned back, but I didn't follow through.
Oh, I have never noticed your ears. Is this why you got in radio, so that you can hide them?
It's behind headphones.
They're actually fine.
Okay.
All right, Lauren and Erin, you are our players today, and it's a special Pink edition because inside the bum bag I've got tickets to her concert. How exciting.
Ooh, so exciting.
Yeah, you sound off the hook excited, girl.
Guys, come on.
I want these tickets.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I want these tickets.
And would you consider yourselves super fans?
Huge, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is going to be a good one.
It is, but it's going to be sad for one of you because we only have one double. So really make sure you buzz in with your name fast if you know the answer.
This is very wise. Question number 1. What is Pink's real name?
Lauren.
Yes,
Erin.
Lauren?
It's Alicia Beth Moore.
It is. I feel so nervous.
So do I.
Turn your phone off.
Sorry.
Question number 2. What is the name of Pink's most recent album? Lauren?
Trustful.
Correct. Oh, God. Question number 3. Which album is this song from?
Lauren?
Yes, Lauren?
I'm not too sure, but is it Misunderstood?
It is Misunderstood,
You're going to
Lauren.
Oh, congrats, Lauren.
Oh, you are
thank you.
going, Lauren. How many times have you seen her?
I think I've seen her 5 times.
Oh,
Wow.
I ran into Jack Charles last time I was there.
what?
Did you?
Tell me
Yeah.
everything. How old was he?
Oh, no, this was like the last concert. I won tickets through Nova that time. And
that's right.
I'm fangirled. I'm like, oh my God, that's Brooke Charles.
In 2017, Lauren, I remember you.
Really?
Yes. That's
How
so funny.
amazing, because he was 7 years old then.
Congratulations, Lauren. You also get the bum bag. Sorry, Erin.
Oh, that's okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Erin. I feel so sad when people don't win.
I know, but it's just life, man.
Can you imagine what a terrible mother I am with winning?
Everyone just gets everything,
Everyone
don't they?
gets everything.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Medical Monday with Dr Preeya Alexander.
Look at you, Priya.
I love that little intro. I'm in
Yes,
there.
You are.
I'm in.
You know that we didn't actually get your approval, but we're trying to lock you in for Medical Mondays
love
on
this.
this show.
I'm in.
So it's like by force, and we've even created an opener for you. So you can't say no.
No, I can't.
First of all, I want to talk about what you're here for first, which is the Teddy Bear Hospital.
Yes.
I was at Chadstone last weekend, which is a huge shopping centre in Melbourne, and I did see it. Tell us what the point of it is.
Teddy Bear Hospital is essentially at Chadstone. It's 19 and 20 August. It's being run with the Royal Children's Hospital Good Friday Appeal plus the University of Melbourne. Basically, kids can come along, book a spot because it's going to probably book out.
Yes.
And you bring your teddy bear and you have a positive health experience.
Oh my God.
There's volunteers. We're making health positive for kids at Chadstone. Book your spot and all the proceeds, Chrissie, go to the Royal Children's Hospital Good Friday Appeal. So a really good cause.
It is a good cause. And I do love like a broken teddy. The
Yes.
teddy that I grew up with loving had one eye.
Yeah.
And
a Band-Aid.
and a frayed mouth.
And the way you make the face, I can envision this teddy bear.
Tom Bear, orange and white. If you're in Melbourne, check out the Teddy Bear Hospital and Chadstone. And if you haven't already read Priya's Eat, Sleep, Pray, Love book.
Play,
Play,
love.
love.
Oh, sweet Chrissie. Eat, sleep, play, love, friends.
Why do I always get that wrong?
Because it's a play on a title that already exists.
I know, but I'm so basic. I don't
No,
even
you're
get
not.
that. It is online or in store. Now, we've got you here under false premises. We love, I grew up with Dolly Doctor in Dolly magazine.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Botched. Everybody loves any sort of medical thing that goes wrong. And our listeners are no exception. We've sent out an SOS. What question do you want to ask Dr. Preeya? And we've got some. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's kick off the very first edition of your unauthorised Medical Mondays. Ben contacted us on Insta and he says, why do I always wake up with a headache?
Oh, Mama, this is a big one. So I'm thinking so many things without getting you too detailed here. There are different types of headache we need to talk about. So there's tension headaches, there's migraines, there are other sinister causes of headache.
Yeah,
Jack
because
Charles on a Sunday morning kind of
Correct,
headache.
and it could be dehydration after alcohol consumption, Jack,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
or do you know what? It can be dehydration not with alcohol
Correct.
consumption because
Absolutely.
I never get enough water in unless I'm like obsessed.
That's why I've got this sister, water bottle at all
I
times.
know. I've got one too somewhere.
Somewhere. That's
See?
why you're not getting it in.
That's it.
But the headache, I would say if you're having it every morning, you need to go and speak to your GP. I want to examine you. I want to check your blood pressure. Which
It's a
can cause
tumour,
headaches.
isn't it?
Well, it's one potential cause, but let's not catastrophize.
Okay.
It could be a tension headache.
Because
It
that's
could
where
be-
everybody goes.
It is, but go and see your GP and let me look at the back of your eyes, check your blood pressure, touch your scalp, check your muscles, find out what's going on.
Because it could be that you're straining your eyes as well.
It could be. I feel like Chrissie's the doctor.
Or it could be.
Yeah, I know. She's overruling Priya.
Priya,
No,
you're right.
Priya.
You're right, I am a doctor. I am. It is Medical Mondays. Another Ben has asked, tips to stop head lice in primary school students. I've got a very controversial suggestion.
Avocado?
Well, no.
Oh, I had a patient ask me that, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What were they doing? Like smashing avocado on their
Yeah.
kid's head?
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
Go on.
Oh, my God. A little bit of verjuice, a little bit of olive
yummy.
oil
It's
back.
delicious.
Some salt.
I had a friend, and I am not obviously recommending this, and I know that you won't, but feel free to
Yes.
officially slam this. I had a friend, well, someone that I knew, an acquaintance, that took me aside and said, we have not had head lice in our house for 2 years. And I'm like, that's great. My head's itching just
Yeah, I
talking
know. It
about it.
happens every time.
Every time.
Yes.
She said, and I'm not joking, and I stress this, I do not recommend this.
What is it?
She puts a drop of pet flea treatment
What?
at the base of their necks as if they're a dog, and apparently they never got lice again.
That.
It is so dangerous.
Yeah, it gets absorbed into the skin.
Yes.
And also skin reactions, so wouldn't advise.
It gets absorbed into the bloodstream.
Yes, correct.
They start barking.
They're in the backyard digging up lice.
What can we do that is clearly 100% definitely not that?
Okay, so lice are common, and you know this. They're not that scary and they're easily treated, but key things are, obviously, if we start rubbing heads or get close together, like we had a big hug when I came in.
Yeah.
Lice will jump from head to head.
Oh,
They
you've
don't
definitely got it now.
No, thanks for that gift. But the key thing is avoiding sharing stuff like beanies and hats and towels. If kids have got long hair, tie it up ideally to stop those lice from jumping around. The whole conditioning and combing, which you would be very familiar with.
And that was really the only thing that worked.
Correct. And that's what I say as a GP. Conditioning and combing with a fine-tooth comb once a week. Excellent way to check the hair. If there's an outbreak at school, you got to do it.
I remember playing with my sister's knit comb. It was fun.
Yeah.
Like just brushing my hair.
Yeah, it feels nice. I've done the same thing.
Yeah, it's like a massage.
Yeah.
That's so funny. All right, let's move on. Sally has asked, how do I broach the topic of sexual health with my teenagers?
Excellent question. I would almost say as a GP, teenager might be too late.
Yes.
Good.
Yes. So early discussion is good because can I tell you, I know from my time in the consulting room, kids are hearing about stuff early.
Of course.
Earlier than you think, sweet Chrissie.
Can I stop you down for a minute? What would this listener be referring to as sexual health?
That's another question. I was about to get there. Very
Okay.
exciting. But, they're talking about, consent. You're talking about sexually transmitted infections. You're talking about type of sex. There's lots of stuff to talk about. But kids are being exposed to stuff earlier because of the internet, social media.
Yes.
One friend at school just has to have access and then everyone starts hearing about it. So you want to get in early before there are preconceived notions and myths. And that's why there are lots of great resources in this space, including some books which have been heavily in the media recently. But there are books that are there written by qualified health professionals to help guide you with this because it can be tricky.
Yes.
But I would say earlier, and talking about everything from consent to what sex can look like to how you keep safe and sexually transmitted infections, the whole gamut.
I think it's always confronting when you have children and they come to you with a fairly, because they're not going to be asking the complicated questions first up.
Well, not first up, not at
first
7.
up. Eventually they will. But at 5 years old, you might get your first question.
Yeah.
And the temptation as a parent to go, oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
That's not is overwhelming. But I think you must answer those questions with a very casual, kind of informative, from the beginning.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So age-appropriate conversations about big things. So we know there are songs, like even for preschoolers, about, respecting body boundaries. You start teaching gentle stuff about consent really quite early.
Yes. I remember my daughter used to sing a song called "No, Don't Touch Me There. That is my no-no square." Oh, my no-no square.
Jack's got a different song.
My private square. I like that.
Jack's got a different one. I love it. But I think the earlier the better, age appropriate. Also asking kids, what do you know? What have you heard? You need to know what you're dealing with so you can set the record straight. But I would get in early.
Yeah, great advice.
Because some of these TikTokers, they're already on OnlyFans, yet appealing to a teenage primary school age.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It is wild.
The book you were talking about before is, of course, by the great Yumi Steins and
Dr. Melissa Kane.
Who's
a GP.
Who's the original Dolly Doctor.
Who is.
Really?
A hero.
Yeah, and it is full of great information. And also, you're the parent, so you can decide what you share and what you don't
Correct.
share. Kerry has asked, why are doctors... Is Kerry your alter ego?
It's actually not. I can show you the Insta quote, but I'm with Kerry.
Why are doctors so against antibiotics?
Just give them to me.
Well, here's the thing. We're not against them. We're for them in the right clinically indicated circumstance. So here's the thing. Sweet Jack comes in and goes, I've got a cough, I've got a cold, I've been feeling unwell for 7 days. I need antibiotics. And I go as a GP, let's talk about it, Jack. I'm going to ask you about appetite, fevers. I'm going to examine you, listen to your chest, look at the back of your throat.
Ask you what you did last weekend.
Correct. I might not. I might know where that conversation's headed. And we might have a totally different consult as a result.
Here's a facility.
But most of the time, I'm going to examine you and go, this is viral, Jack. And antibiotics treat bacterial infections. And so if I'm trying to treat...
the conversation you never want to hear from them. When they say, oh, no, this is viral, you go, God damn!
But most of the time it is, and it's annoying, I know, and it takes time and rest, and the immune system needs to do its thing. But if I give you antis, Jack, and you've got a virus, it's not going to do anything, because antibiotics only treat bacteria, not viruses.
Yeah.
You're probably going to get side effects, maybe an allergic reaction, maybe diarrhea, maybe some vomiting, a tummy ache.
Oh, good Lord.
But also antibiotic resistance. So those bugs are getting clever. The more we use antibiotics when they're not required, the cleverer bugs get. And we're getting antibiotic resistance, and it's scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got patients who have got pneumonias and urinary tract infections that only respond to one anti. They're resistant to all the others. And this is scary stuff.
You don't want to give us something that's going to mess us up even further.
Correct. Risk-benefit.
But
that was
first,
fantastic.
Do no harm.
Do no harm.
Do no harm, Dr Preeya Alexander.
If you're in Melbourne, check out the Teddy Bear Hospital at Chadstone. And if you haven't already read Preeya's book, Eat, Sleep, Play, Love, grab a copy online or in store today. Thank you, Preeya. And thank you for agreeing to do this all the time now.
See you next Monday.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
An update from my queen.
Yeah, give me it. Gimme?
Queen after midnight. Yeah, direct from the palace of Taylor Swift. All right, this is important. This is exactly why I would return to university after never finishing a course because I got bored.
You and me both.
A Belgian university launches Taylor Swift-inspired literature course.
I get this.
Absolutely. Her lyrics.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're listening to them, they take your breath away because you can't believe the economy of language that can express exactly that specific feeling that you have felt before. She's gifted.
I am no Swiftie or Swiftocrat like yourself, but there's one album to me that does stick out lyrically.
Which one?
And I wonder if it's the one you would think the same. Folklore?
Folklore.
Yeah, okay, great.
Oh, my God.
That was what you got me onto in COVID, yeah?
Yes, I've just got goosebumps thinking about it. But they're all good. They're all good.
But Folklore especially is poetic.
Yes. Delicate is so gorgeous too. Anyway, let's just not do this deep dive. We are not at university at the moment. But Ellie McCausland, who is the head lecturer, was stunned by how similar the work of Taylor Swift is to the other great works by names like Geoffrey Chaucer, Charlotte Bronte and William Shakespeare. So anyone who's anti-Taylor Swift can go suck on that. Also, Taylor Swift is an extraordinary director. Is there nothing my queen cannot do?
Dance. Sorry. That had to be said.
The guy that did the cinematography for Barbie has also worked with Taylor Swift on a couple of projects. What were they again? I'm trying to find them. Because she's all over stuff.
Her music videos for The Man, Willow, and Cardigan.
Yes. Oh, my God, Willow. Just stunning. And he has said working with her really opened up his eyes to what an extraordinary director she is. And on her to-do list, on her bucket list, which is a name I hate, is to direct a feature film. And she will. You watch her go. And
this guy clearly wants on board the Swift train if he's giving interviews like this.
How does it feel to be so cynical all the time? How does it feel inside?
I just love doing it to you so much. I love annoying you like I love annoying my sister.
Oh, I love it too. We are out of here. Ricky Lee Timondola just around the corner with all the sunshine that you could possibly need to get you home for the rest of the day. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.